What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today I want to talk about Logan Schuchart and his start to 2024 with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Yes, we are talking about the Outlaws on the channel. If you are new to the channel, it might be very surprising that I am talking about the Outlaws, but as I've said in previous videos, this is my channel. I'm going to talk about what I want. So Logan Schuchart has had an interesting year so far in the fact that he has not won a race so far this year with the Outlaws. He has not led a lap, and he has not finished on the podium a single time, which is quite shocking, considering that after last year, you lose a bunch of World of Outlaws guys that are relatively top contenders. Obviously, you lose Brad Sweet, you lose Logan's teammate Jacob Allen, you lose Spencer Baston, and I feel like I'm missing somebody in there, but you lost maybe one other Outlaw guy that was on the tour from last year. They go run high limit, so that kind of opens up a few spots potentially for like a nightly basis, guys that run inside the top 10. Now, Logan Schuchart doesn't have to deal with those guys anymore, but he still has not gotten a win this year, which is kind of the crazy thing, right? And I thought I would look at some of these numbers and put them up on the board because that's what we do on this channel, right? Logan Schuchart, good friend of mine, one of the guys I miss the most when it comes to the Outlaw Tour, and hopefully everything with him is going well. And I think this is not going to last very much longer, but I found it quite interesting looking at the numbers and found some interesting things that you guys might find quite intriguing. So 21 races so far this year. 17 of those have resulted in top 10s. 8 of them have resulted in top 5 finishes. He is currently 5th in the overall World of Outlaws point standings, 118 behind David Gravel, which is quite the hole, but at 21 races in and still a long ways to go, anything can happen. 118 really not that far behind with still 60 races left to go in the season. As I mentioned, no wins, no podiums, and no laps led. But the one thing that says no over there that is actually good and is something that this team has struggled with in the past is no DNFs so far this year. Schuchart, the 1S team, they are usually good for a handful of DNFs throughout the year. They have not had a single one here throughout the first 1/3 of the season, which is great to see. 1/3, what is it, 1/3, or is it 1/4? I'm not really sure. But no DNFs, which is a really, really good thing for this team. And they have been consistent. An average finish of 7.1, which you'll see a little bit later is actually really good considering, or, looking back at their last 5 years, that is really good in the grand scheme of things. He has had 5 fourth-place finishes so far this year, so he's missed the podium by 1 position on 5 different occasions, but still has not been able to crack into the top 3. And, I feel like that's got to be weird as a driver, right? Like a guy like Logan Schuchart has so many wins in his career against the Outlaws, so many podiums, but to start this season and every night you're not going back to the scales and, going out to the front stretch and getting interviewed and all that stuff, that hasn't happened for him once. I got to feel like that probably feels a little bit weird for him. And he definitely obviously wants to get back there, and he will soon. Probably one of the things that is attributing to this no wins and no podiums is he's had 14 starts outside of the top 10 for the features in 21 races. So well over half of his starts he's started outside the top 10. This is also the first time since 2015 that he has gone 21 races without a podium finish. That 2015 was the second year that he was on the Outlaw Tour. So it has been a long time since this has happened. But here's something interesting and something good for him. He is currently 2nd overall with the Outlaws when it comes to feature plus minus, meaning that he is passing more cars than are passing him when it comes to the feature events. He is at a plus 80, so he's passed 80 cars in features so far this year. The only guy ahead of him is Donnie Schatz at 85, and he is 50 positions better than the next guy behind him, which is Carson Macedo at 30. So quite a gap between Carson Macedo, Logan Schuchart, and Donnie Schatz in that feature plus minus department with the World of Outlaws right now. He's on a 36 race winless streak dating back to last season, which if you look at his previous win streak that went at least 36 races, it was a 74 race winless streak between 2017 and 2018. Now, do I think that's going to happen again? Absolutely not. I would be shocked if that went beyond 40 or 42 or something with some of the tracks he's got coming up here. He has been very good at Knoxville's coming up. He's been good at, not Attica, but at Atomic in the past. He's been good at Beaver Dam. All those races are coming up here very shortly for him, and I think he'll get to victory lane here soon. Now, breaking it down over the last 5 seasons, let's look at the numbers for this, and you'll see that they're actually very, very close, which is kind of weird, right? 2024, 21 starts, 0 wins, 8 top 5s, 17 top 10s, as we mentioned over there. 2023, 21 starts, he did have 1 win, 8 top 5s, 17 top 10s, the exact same numbers, but he did have a win. 2022, 21 starts, 1 win again, 1 more top 5, but 2 less top 10s. And then in 2021, same thing, 21 starts, a win, 9 top 5s, and 16 top 10s. So these 4 years are very, very close for Logan Schuchart. I mean, the only thing he's missing really is just that win, right? But if you look back to 2020, and I almost didn't put this one on the board because 2020 was a weird year, only 54 races on the Outlaws season that year, and 21 of them, that's almost half the season right there, already gone. But I put it on the board anyways. He had a fantastic 2020 where he finished second in the point standings, 21 starts in the 21, the first 21 races is what I'm saying. 4 wins, 15 top 5s, and 17 top 10 finishes. That was the best season of his career to date. But I mean, if you look at these years right here from 2021 to 2023, they're really not far off from what he's doing right now. He just doesn't have a victory. And now if you look down here as the average finish over those last 5 years, right now it is a 7.1 in the first 21 races. 2023, 8.8, 2022, 7.9, 2021, 8.3, and then 2020, what, a 6.4. So currently, he's got the best average finish he's had since 2020. And the other thing I have over here is how many races did he run before he got that first win of the season out of the way? Obviously, this year, we don't know yet. 2023 had 16, 2022 was 16, and then 2021 was 2, and 2020 was 3. So it's kind of all over the map, right? Usually he wins early or he wins a little bit, 20 races into the season almost at 16, right? So I feel like it's got to be coming. He's got to have a win up ahead on the road here. So we'll see what happens with Logan Schuchart, but I have no doubt that this team will get to victory lane here very soon. I wish them the best of luck. The one thing that I wish I could, give them a round of applause is this DNF thing. They have not DNF'd a single time. There's not many teams on the Outlaw Tour right now that have not had a DNF already this season, and Logan Schuchart's team is one of them, so great job to those guys for that. I wish them the best of luck this season, and I hope to see them at High Limit Race coming up here soon so I could say hi to all the people down there at the Shark Racing 1S team. And, I miss those guys, man. So that's the tough thing about leaving the Outlaw Tour and going to do something else. You start missing the people that you hung out with for the last 3 years. So good luck to Logan Schuchart and the team for the rest of the season. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, kind of looking at a deep dive of his first 21 races of the year. And hopefully he gets to victory lane here soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below, and we'll talk to you again here very soon. Thanks.